World Cashew Convention. I'm Shruti from CashewInfo.com. With me, Vasudev Barkur, Director, ETG Group of Companies. Welcome to World Cashew Convention, sir.
Thank you very much.
In ETG Cashew operations, kindly elaborate the countries where the ETG operating from.
ETG as a group, it started way back in 1967 in Kenya, and in 1990s we entered Tanzania, and since those years we've been in cashew business. So initially our presence was largely restricted to East Africa, primarily Kenya, Tanzania. Then we entered Mozambique. So these are the cashew producing countries, though we have presence in many other countries in East and Central Africa and Southern Africa.
Okay.
So cashew was only in these three countries, Kenya, Tanzania and Mozambique. Then as the company grew, we entered West Africa, Ivory Coast, where we started cashew as such, as a West African origin, and we entered Benin. Now we are in Burkina Faso, we are in Ghana, we are in Guinea-Bissau, and we also do bit of volume in Senegal. So we try to cover almost all the countries in West Africa, excepting I feel for Gambia, where we don't do anything. But we can say that we are largely present in almost all the West African countries in the space of cashew.
You have been successfully operating several processing plants in Africa, that to East Africa.
Yeah.
What have been the advantages of having a processing plant in Africa?
I think probably 2-3 things in the context of why and what benefit it would give. One, we are a company originating from Africa. We are focused on Africa. We feel we have to do something to add value within this originating country. Somebody has to take up this. So as we know that processing has come a long way in India, and it's been taken up by Vietnam. Vietnam has done tremendously well.
Yeah.
So what Africa is doing in the complete cashew space, it's just producing, probably exporting as it is. For us, it's like, okay, why can't we build this industry in Africa so that we do number of things to African economy. One is that you create a larger employment base, which would help the mass, because you know that Africa is largely underdeveloped continent, and it's now in the development spree. They're really doing well. They're coming up very fast. So these kind of initiatives somebody has to take. We have taken that. It helps in building large employment base, and you build a skill set locally so that the value of the commodity for African point of view becomes larger, and also it brings bigger revenues to African economy. So these are some of the points which comes as from African continent point of view. The largely from our an additional point of view, it also works as a risk mitigation element. When you are in processing, definitely you'll be able to handle your trading very well. So that also acts as a risk mitigant.
Middle East as a market for kernels, how big is the market? What is the opportunities for growing the segments?
Personally, we don't consider any particular region as our focal point. Of course, Middle East is a big consuming market. Yes, we are participating in this market. When we talk about global production of whatever the tons Africa is doing, which Africa is going to do, I think Middle East cannot be the only one focal point. From that point of view, we are focusing on the Middle East. Yes, the consumption is growing up, but yes, there are a lot of traditional participants already there.
Yeah.
Many of the Indian processors are already participating in Middle East cashew field. So what we are trying to do is maybe taking a bit of share from them, maybe trying to influence with our kind of quality what we are giving from Africa. I think that is made a good headway, that we have managed to get substantial market share in Middle East. And also, of course, we are focusing on the world. We are focusing on US market, we are focusing on Europe, we are focusing on China and Japan. I think our focus is on the globe, not necessarily on the Middle East.
Few words for our delegates in this convention.
I think we have met the who's and who of this cashew industry. We have seen some excellent individuals, entrepreneurs who have done great deal of jobs to cashew industry. We heard some excellent speakers who had thrown light on various aspects of cashew business and how we can do it better. And also we have heard to those agencies which do human service in the cashew field, like ACAs or Techno Service or African Cashew Initiative or many other such institutions. They've done, I think, a great job. They've been doing, and I also should mention here of Cashew Info, the portal, what they have done. Take this initiative to conduct this kind of convention, which probably would mark a new beginning, which would, I think, bring responsibility, accountability, and a kind of future thought as to how we can take this industry forward to bring to the level of international commodities. Now cashew is always, though it has been there for I think centuries, it's still not gained that international commodity status. Like we talk about almond or we talk about any other nut, I think cashew has not gone there. I think we have to take that. I think this should be the platform which will, I think, set a base for it. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much.
Pleasure.